So now we are going to make white chocolate mousse. I have white chocolate here chopped, so that's chocolate not compound. It's very important to use chocolate so we have the right flavor coming into the mousse. And we know the logic that I use to make the mousse is the whipping cream. I use a non-dairy whipping cream here. And then the other important component to add richness to the mousse is the pastry cream. And if I'm going to add just the whipping cream and the pastry cream, that will be the mousse base, and that could be just the vanilla mousse. Now any other third element that is coming into picture when we are making the mousse, then we will call it by that name, the third component's name. In place of white chocolate, in case we had a strawberry compote or we had like an orange curd, then it will be an orange mousse. If we use strawberry compote, it will be a strawberry mousse. So basically we will have to have all the three elements. They are very important to be making the mousse. That will be the easiest way for cake makers, instead of actually following one whole step to make the mousse to have that as a end product. We basically have the pastry cream in most of the cake layers that we do, so it is like a staple that we will be already having it. And now that we are in the last lesson, we know that pastry cream has to be added to the whipping cream to make the mousse base, and then the flavoring element. With all that, we know any flavor concentrate that we make, that is in the thick form and that is also in the cold form, should be added to these two to make the mousse. Now if this is not a caramel sauce, this is not a strawberry compote or not a curd, by all means, then this chocolate will be added in a little different technique. So I just wanted to keep that here to show you how to make a chocolate kind of a mousse. Now I'm just going to mix this to remove any lumps that I could do with a hand beater, or I could just do it with a whisk to smooth it out and then keep it separately to be folded into the whipping cream. Now whipping cream, I will add it in my stand mixer and then beat until I have stiff peaks. Now the chocolate, I'm going to microwave it and have it completely melted, and I don't want it in a really hot temperature. So after melting, I'll just keep mixing until the chocolate is in a flowy consistency, yet to the touch it is in room temperature. And at that time, I'll start beating my whipping cream. And then when the whipping cream is beating up and then it goes to soft peak stage, then I'll just pour the melted chocolate slowly into the bowl of my whipping cream, and then I'll have the chocolate incorporated with the whipping cream. And finally, I'm going to have the pastry cream folded into the white chocolate and the whipping cream mixture to have a beautiful white chocolate mousse. Okay, so I'm just going to use the whisk to remove any lumps and then make it creamy. And that's important to have a very smooth mousse. Okay, so now this looks good, and now I'm just going to get the chocolate microwave. I'll get back when the chocolate is fully melted. So the chocolate is nicely melted, no lumps. Just want to let the chocolate cool down to room temperature. It's already cooled a bit. I'm just going to set this aside. And the pastry cream is also softened up. So I'm just going to grab the stand mixer. Into the stand mixer, I'm just going to add in the whipping cream. I'm just going to beat this on medium high speed until I have soft peaks, and then I'm going to pour in the white chocolate slowly in a steady stream as the beater is running on medium high speed. Just want to check how it looks. I'm just going to beat it a little more time, like say maybe a minute, before I start adding the white chocolate. You can see it's almost stiff cakes. Okay, so at this stage I'm just going to start adding the white chocolate. I'm just going to check how it looks. I just want to fold it once to see if the sides of the bowl are incorporated well. Scrape it down. I'm going to beat it again because we just incorporated the sides. So scrape it down once and then beat it again. So now it's all combined together. The white chocolate and the whipping cream mixture looks good. So that's how it looks, quite stable. So into this I'm going to add the pastry cream. So I'm just going to spread the pastry cream out and then cut and fold. And I'm just using more strength to fold because I see the whipping cream and the white chocolate has a bit of air bubbles. Now if you don't have air bubbles, which means it's kind of over whipped, so I have the liberty and that effort that I can put to kind of mix it well. If it is already smooth and soft, you have to be gentle in folding them together. Now I will do that mixing together as long as the mousse is very smooth and creamy. And if it's going to have air bubbles, then I will just go on and then keep mixing until I have a beautiful creamy mousse. Now the white chocolate mousse is ready, and now this I will be using it in another lesson where I will be layering the mango coconut cake. Now I will be making the mousse just before I am ready to layer the cake and not before. You don't have to make this and then store it. Now I will transfer this into piping bag and then get back in another lesson.